Hello viewers, Sun Service here, back with another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts live stream. I went on only 2 turns to try and get a battle, and then within that 2 turns, someone, most likely it was either Britain or Austria-Hungary, I'm more inclined to Austria-Hungary, peaced out with the French and forced everyone else to peace out with the French. So yeah, we're back in peace now, and what to do now is really set everyone not in Gibraltar, because obviously our Gibraltar fleet is our important. We got to keep the ship's active fleet. We'll go into limited. And everyone from Wilhelmshaven all the way down to Hamburg also will go into limited. Yeah, literally Gibraltar is being held by the Battle Cruiser Deutschland, Heavy Cruiser Prinz Eugen, Light Cruiser Hamburg, and 3 destroyers. And speaking of destroyers, that's what I'm going to be starting this episode off with. I want to build a new destroyer class, which is going to be another research type. But what I'm going to try and do with this one I build here is small, fast, and hard to hit destroyers. So from that size all the way down to that size, we're going with the smallest possible for this thing. So then mean tower wise as well, go with the smallest possible. Secondary tower wise, we're not going to use a barbette, so use the smallest non-barbette tower. Funnel, obviously for cap, I want that. Guns, like these things are just, this is just going to be an experimental stealth destroyer that all its real purpose is to get in close, deal a torpedo strike, and then die, basically. That's its only goal in life. Get a torpedo in and then die. Which, to fulfill that purpose, it is going to only have a very small single 2-inch gun as its main armament, posted there on the ship. Then everywhere else possible is fitted with that. At least make it so that the small gun can just fire as much as it can. These guys are gonna need that because of finding the actual targets. These guys aren't going to be fit with sonar. I could do a bit of coincidence to them. And seeing as I've abandoned the heavy armor campaign, I don't really need to worry about armor, but I am at least going to armor this a bit. The conning tower is where the armor is going to be the most because it's going to be where the most important people for the getting this thing to our target is at. Max HE on a reduced complement, so if we're in... I'll give these super heavy shells. Give them the Krupp just because it's a... They get turbo electrics. Good shafts, hydros, balanced. The oil on a natural. I want these guys to go 40 knots. Bulkheads is going to go to few because, to be honest here, like I said with their intended plan, these guys aren't going to need it. Okay, the shells aren't going to go to super heavy, they're going to go to very light. And then this is not going to be known as the V-79, these are going to be known as the... How do we get the spelling for Leonidas? Because, hold on a sec, I know... Kamikaze. No, I'm spelling kamikaze wrong. Leonidas. I think that's how the Leonidas, the Leonidas squadron is spelt. It doesn't matter anyway. Just as long as it has... So the Leonidas class here is basically going to be our kamikazes. Right, yeah, single bond, that. Don't need the anti-flood. Okay, maybe reduce it down a knot. Yeah, the Leonidas class destroyers are hopefully not going to have to be used in their full-on, the full role that I gave them, but there's 30 of them now, so Leonidas, and then everything else is going to have the designation L for the Leonidases, so then I am aware of that they are in fact not my main destroyer types. They are instead the suicide destroyers, which in a battle I'm only going to be keeping them on hand for if the battle is indeed going horribly, and then only once the battle is going horribly will I put them into harm's way. L8. This is going to be a while. L9. L10. L-11. L-12, L-13, L-14, L-15, L-16, L-17, L-18, L-19, L-20, L-21, L-22, L-23, L-24, L-25, L-26, L-27, L-28, L-29, L-30. There. So at the Leonidas class, there are 30 of them. Leonidas included. Yep. Well, their code name's Leonidas, but Leonidas I'm going to be changing to L-1. L-1, not I-1. And the VRs considering the fact that they have completed their research task of seeing how quintuple torpedoes are like in use, they are going to get a reduction in the quintuple torpedoes that they have. For an increase in speed. What the? Oh yeah, my right click issue. So yeah, they have single 5-inch guns. Yeah, if I on there and there get rid of the things there, can I bring these up to the standard 38? Yep. And now just see if I can actually add these back in, which I can. Ah. So something that didn't work before works now. Okay. No complaints on my end. Yeah, that's the best. It's best available, best available, best. In the end, that doesn't even matter. 21-inch reduced, yep, sonar. The better coincidence. The reduced torpedo complement is a thing. Full autoloaders, TNT free, and cordite. And I can give them standard shells now. Yes. Oh no, actually I'm gonna use this complement and give them the belts they actually deserve to have. Yep. The VRs, which are the research destroyers, two of which consist of the Helgoland Defence Force, are complete on their refit design wise, which is for it a slight move of the quintuples and newer engines. Yep, there's the VRs already out of their refits. Britain and France are going up. France is a new admiral again. Radar rangefinders. Damn, I should have left the refits a bit. December turns to January. It's now been a full year since abandoning the heavy armour for more balanced designs. I should say full in-game year. We should not interfere with justice. We have radars now, which, as they're the oldest class in terms of design, well, that is on the list there. The Palaus are going to be the ones to do the research on the radar. Generation 1 radar. They get an update to the sonar and their coincidence systems. Your torpedoes change the standards, your guns get autoloaders. You change to Cordo 3. Yeah, they're already like so. That doesn't change weight much. They're already on all the good auxiliary stuff. Right. Bulkheads to standard. They have the weight to do the refits. Yep. Yeah, I'll keep them as they are now. So, that's the Palau 1930 something design, 1934 I believe. We're in. Alright. Year 1934. So each individual Palau class goes in and what I want to try and research now, because we have radar, is triple turrets on cruisers, but explosives as well. Into February of 1934, and that's the Palaus already refit. The world is currently at peace, although for how long I don't know. How are France doing on France aren't doing really well on the rebuilding. Thankfully for me. Month, then we have the new TNT. Finances, the docks are 60% there. The Palau 1929 design goes goodbye. The original VR1s go goodbye. The Leonidases are all 4 months away. TNT4 is now available. Okay, that's going to be, I think, better than Cordate. No, Cordate's the bursting charge. It's going to be better than TNT3. And I'm thinking, as maybe a future thing, I might refit some of the Leonidases to be more... Yeah, I might do a Leonidas secondary type, which is Leonidas is not set up for suicide. Triple turrets on destroyers before... They do the destroyers before the cruisers. How dare they? But then again, my destroyers are basically very lightly armoured, light cruisers. Especially if we're going off the Breslau class. In May, and our refits are completed for the RURs. And I want to increase my battleship numbers a bit. We're going to get a new battleship class. This is going to be the first in the designs of the getting rid of our heavy armour doctrine. Which this is going to be an 80,000 ton vessel. And we can fit. This is the tower with the best stats we can fit. Then that tower as well goes there. Funnel is going to be obviously the Uber. I can't fit that funnel on here, can I? No, I need the larger tower. What is the minimum being for the larger tower? -11. To 10. -9. Actually, just set that to 0 and then I'll sort it out in post and put this on. Yeah, that's the beam I'll use. And now I can fit that Uber funnel in. These guys use oil on a balanced engine. I want these guys to do 31 knots. Just the standard 30. 29. I'm just going to have to admit 28 knots is the speed to go for. These guys are Super Bismarcks, but in my case Super Moltkas, because my Moltkas are the ships that are already equipped with everyone's favourite triple 15-inch guns, which basically makes them already Super Bismarcks before even this thing. Me deciding to make this thing a Super Bismarck. Triple sixes actually, because they could fit. Let's move this back. Move all that stuff back. Triple six I wanted there. That gives me an aft weight, which I can, I believe, some very clever movement of the tower to a bow diver now. Geared turbines 2, auxiliary shaft. Balanced, electrohydro, best crop, best barbette, best anti-torp, best on the triple bottom. It still uses the turtleback scheme, which is the preferred scheme for me. Standard on the quarters, standard on the bulkheads. Secondaries. No, they all stay the same. Cordite free. TNT 4. Auto loading. Stereoscopic with Generation 1 radar. Hydroacoustics, and with radar I don't think we need the RDF systems on here. Two on the beam, still overweight. I haven't checked the armor scheme. 16, 6, 6. Main deck 6 with a free free fore and aft. Superstructure goes to my usual superstructure. That goes to 1 inch. That goes to 0.5. Goes to 0.5. I'll go to 3. That's the best offset wise I'm going to get on this thing. Now, this thing is not going to be called the Kaiser Barbarossa. This thing is going to have a much more, well, a different name, but famous German, famous German bands. I know the name. I know the name I'm going to give this thing. Rammstein. The battleship Rammstein. Yep, the battleship Rammstein. Oh, make sure the R is capital. And I could just name the class after Rammstein songs. Links 2, 3, 4, Du hast. Rammstein links. Yeah, I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna do 3 of these things because I'm crazy like that. 3 of these things. Rammstein. L-I-N links 2, 3, 4 and du hast. One more Rammstein song to name a ship after. Rammstein songs. Some of the famous songs. I already have a Deutschland. I already have to do hast. I'll think of this later. Yeah, I know which one I'm going to name this ship after. There. It's the Rammstein class completed. Next turn. And the Leonidas came into service. This one gets me naval funds, and I am running low on that. And 19-inch. I don't want 19-inch guns. But on that, this is going to be the end of the stream, viewers. Hope you enjoyed Silent Service.